to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Wildcats offense will get the first swing of the game. Using his legs, it's Riggs. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. Knocked off his feet.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense has its first opportunity of the day. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline.
Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Grab behind the line. It's Okada. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. And the Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Lost to throw again. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be quickly out to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Caught in the backfield. It's Riggs. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Leaves it with the running back. Spins away from the defense. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
The defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage. And as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It's a draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On third down, he drops to throw. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And now they'll have to dial something up on third down after the incompletion. He's looking downfield to throw. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. The sure hands, it's Okada. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Back to pass on second down. Working the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. The give is to Smith. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. They believe they can run right here. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll have to settle for center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over UConn. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. There he goes. They make the stop, and this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the returner will be dragged down. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Got his man. Still on his lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Motion from the wideout. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. With the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now on first down from the 40. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They just keep firing. Unloads it downfield. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Kentucky will come to the line with a first and goal. 22 water. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the point after is good. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Makes the grab. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. On first down, here comes this offense. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
He's brought down at the 43. Number 11 in punt formation to kick it away.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The short hands, it's Yates. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. just got it by falling on that fumble. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the fourth time today. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Gets it out fast. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football, but it's kind of like the hidden...
Turning it on! And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll keep it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score up. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And for the 2nd time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll try the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offenses.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Right on the money. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line, it's Okada. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here. To get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season. They have put the clamps down in this one. They're just playing with a ton of intensity.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Houston is just getting blown off the field right now in H-Town, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 35 to Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab on the shot. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. looking for a physical attack from the gun. On the move at the 30. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Kentucky. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. You want to talk about having a weapon?
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. A&M comes back out with another first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Aggies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Riggs. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Yates. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Texas A&M going quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And it now feels like game over after coughing up the fumble. They were down. They needed something big to happen. They had to score touchdowns, but give this defense credit. They just finish. They're playing to the end of the game with great effort, creating a takeaway to ice this thing.
Cole finds his man on the left. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. They go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught in the backfield, it's Riggs. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Okada. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, the ball's incomplete.
Great place to start for this offense. The give and tick, 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 tick. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Got his man quickly. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. On this first and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. The offense changing the play. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this